Hey there, Becky King here. Wanted to give a little information, a little background on what my Latin for Children class will be like. It's for beginners, and it's basically introducing them to root words. People see vocabulary words and they want to be able to decode them, break them down. How can I remember this word? So my thinking is, let's teach them the Latin roots. And so the text that I'm going to be using is this one, Latin for Children, Primer A. This is by latinforchildren.com. Dr. Perrin and Dr. Larson wrote this book, put it together. I love it because of the systematic and sequential way in which they present information. Now, I found that all these endings children needed to learn because Latin's all about stems, which is the root word, and endings. All these endings are hard to remember. So I came up with a color system. All the verbs are green, and all the nouns that are feminine are pink. All the masculine nouns are blue. And the neuter ones, well, I can't say white, so I said yellow. So those are the colors that I use. And kids love it. They love the color. And we teach them, we're actually teaching them how to think critically. How do we do that? Because they have to be like spies when they look at a word. They have to parse it out. They have to make observations. And one of the testimonies of my mom said that Latin taught her children how to think critically. And I thought that's fabulous because there's no way as a parent or a teacher you can ever teach your children everything they need to know, but you can equip them with the ability to think critically. And so I love how this book just introduces them. Hopefully, Lord willing, they will love words and to love the word, right? So that's my goal. And let me show you a little bit about it. Take a look. My focus in this class is going to be on roots. And so these are verbs, they're green, and the root is AMA. They actually conjugated it up here. AMA means love. So when you see a word like amity, amorous, enamor, amateur, you see that AMA, boom, you know it has something to do with L is for the way you, love. It has something to do with love. D-O, do dare means give. Donate, donation, and so on. Intro, enter, introduction, entrance. This really equips children to have some tools, and it empowers them, excites them. One of the kids was going down the grocery aisle. Mom, look at this, aqua. It's water, aquafina, it's water. So, you know, we want to fan the flame underneath them, show them that learning is fun. And this book, this class, is one of the ways we're going to do it. Another page, they have derivatives, all written out. The vocabulary words and the derivatives right there. So you don't have to go searching for them. And because I know that a lot of my students in the past, and I've been teaching Latin for over 20 years, they've said, I don't like Latin. I'm like, what? What's wrong with Latin? Hold on. I say, you don't know your vocabulary words. You wouldn't think that way if you knew them. And so I have typed up all the vocabulary words. These are the verbs, the first kind of verbs. These are the second kind of verbs. There's 4 kinds of verbs. This is the first kind of a noun. And I have the information that they need. I've also videotaped all these vocabulary words so they can push a button and hear my mellifluous voice pronouncing them. There are 240 vocabulary words. Children will learn all the parts they need. so that they can have success. Look at these great adjectives here. Magnus. One little boy said, yes, we're supposed to magnify the Lord, make him great. I'm like, oh, my heart goes pitter patter when they talk like that. And there's some prepositions, 31 prepositions. Excellent words like ob, in front of, right? In, we love in means in. That's an easy one. And so prepositions are in a big words. And so we teach them that. And so that's my focus, learning those vocabulary words. And so those kids that want to write, instead of verbally chanting their words, I decline all the nouns. Some students don't like to write. Their hands literally fall off, or maybe they have dysgraphia. I don't know. But we have this noun declension chart that they put the nominative and the genitive. When I say that word, those are the two parts of speech that are important for a noun. It's the first two pieces of information, aqua, aquae, and they put that there. I teach them how to find the stem, and then they identify the declension, the category, where to go get the noun, and then the gender. You have to have pieces of information. This is another reason why Latin trains their brain. It asks important information they have to remember. And of course, the way I present it, I'm very systematic and sequential. But if they don't want to write it, we'll say it verbally. So they do that for nouns. They conjugate verbs. And just like I told you, I have all four principal parts of a verb. Then they write that up there, or they say it. They find the stem, right? And then they write the definition. And what I love about this Latin program is that it strengthens your grammar. In my grammar classes, I'm teaching Shirley grammar. And in Latin, we have a subject, noun, and a verb. We have subject, noun, linking verb, up, predicate, nominative. This is the sum chant, the to be verb. We have a subject, noun, linking verb, predicate, adjective that's describing the noun. And we have a subject, noun, linking verb. Whoopsie, you did the wrong thing. Subject, noun, verb, transitive, direct object. Good thing I caught that. I've got to check that. So Latin has many, many, many benefits. But for me, the best benefit is to cause the children exposure to these roots, to empower them to be able to understand decoding vocabulary words, to fall in love with words, to get a sense of confidence, and just love learning. We love learning, right? God has given us every gift. It's so exciting to open that package. So join me and let's learn Latin. Bye.